Hey there, it's day 5 of our Ghost Town road trip, and today we are in Ontario, Oregon. And I could not nail down an actual date that this town was established. I was reading anywhere from 1883 all the way through 1889. So if you know when Ontario, Oregon was actually established, not just incorporated or changed hands and all that, but people began occupying and, trading and doing all the things in Ontario, Oregon, I'd love to know. That being said, I was very surprised at how big this small town was. It is a population of just over 11,000, which is only 300 more people than what live in my closest big town, which is Newport, Oregon. And in Newport, we have maybe like 5 big box stores and a handful of fast food restaurants. Ontario, Oregon has all kinds of big box stores. They've got Home Depots and, all the different fast food restaurants and a big college. I mean, small for communities, college small, I guess, but in comparison to the Oregon Coast Community College, it was quite large. And of course, a hospital and all the things. Great neighborhoods, beautiful established neighborhoods, new and upcoming neighborhoods. And of course, they had some, iffy parts of town too. I was just really surprised at how versatile this town was for the population. I just thought it would be a lot smaller and more quaint than it actually is. Of course, it did have a really sweet old-timey downtown, and we did explore that. That was probably the highlight of the trip. Hi there. You're watching the Gardens and Graveyards channel. My name's Charisma. Today we are in Ontario, Oregon, and we're here for a few reasons. This is our stopping point between ghost towns, and I grew up in Ontario, California, and it's really interesting how similar these towns are and different at the same time, but it's kind of like the mayors talked. But we are actually just exploring the old downtown portion of Ontario and looking at some parks and a nursery, and that's the third reason we're here in this particular town opposed to one town, north or south of here, is because my favorite YouTube star lives in this town, and she creates these beautiful pockets of beauty all throughout the town, and we're just checking out those little pockets. And and then we're gonna head down to Idaho after this. It's exciting. Super sad. Already graffiti in here. This just, when was it erected? A year ago? Something like that. This gazebo was actually on the property of the YouTuber's garden answer, like a year ago or something. Obviously not a super fan because I have no idea when it was built, but about a year ago, something like that. Cute. And then they gave it to the park, or the park bought it, whatever. This is where they have their Saturday markets normally. It's pretty tiny. Yeah. For as big of a town as it is. Right. So even though I was doing a little fangirling and I did go see Laura's gazebo, and I did check out her parents' nursery, and of course these pots were part of a restoration, revitalization, adopt-a-pot program that she incorporated years ago on this little downtown Main Street area. I was extra careful to, only take normal pictures that I would normally take. I made sure that none of the employees, which were some of her family members, are not in any of the photos or videos that I took inside Andrews Seed Company. but I did want to show some of the beauty that was inside there. They have really great displays of their pots, of course, and fun ones that I've never seen, like this dash hound bench, and they had like a corgi pot, which was super cute. And then, of course, all of their perennials were 40% off. It was super hard to walk away without plants. But I loved all their little displays. They had like a tiny greenhouse and sitting areas and a little gazebo and a chicken coop. They had all these like little spots of inspiration, and I really love that in nurseries. And of course, some just really beautiful trees and that I'm just not familiar with because I don't grow on that side of town. Like this display was really cute, just some baskets on a fence. And then I was pretty sure it was this tree was a mountain ash, and I took a picture with tag. Tell me if I'm wrong. I'd love to know. It was a gorgeous tree. Strange being in different parts of the state. All these trees I'm not familiar with. What is this thing? That's a beautiful leaf, you could tell at one point. Oh, it's a linden. Look how huge these linden leaves are. Are they that big at home?
Yeah.
Linden?
Yeah.
For those of you who do watch Garden Answers, some of these scenes may be familiar to you. And so those types of things were really fun for me to see. I kind of wish I would have known more history about the building. It was a beautiful building with these gorgeous old wood floors from who knows when. And there were these amazing looking like grain mill industrial building looking stuff behind that I would have loved to explore a little deeper, but time and place, right? Of course, I didn't leave with nothing. I picked up a few bulbs and this adorable pot just to remember my visit by. And then I had to show off this adorable Western front shed. It was so appropriate for this road trip, right? And I couldn't find the birds at first, but they were so noisy. It was pretty amazing. We stepped out of our car to have dinner that evening, and this is what we heard. Where are they? We had a great visit in Ontario, Oregon. We did visit 2 cemeteries while we were there, and we'll share those with you in future videos. But for right now, thanks so much for watching and hanging out with us while we're on this road trip. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and keep following. We're heading off to Idaho, and we'll be back in Oregon, and then we'll be sharing with you all of our ghost town footage. Until next time, keep celebrating life.